Tell Alexa to cue up Fighter by Christina Aguilera because our next guest is giving her dreams a fighting chance as she gets ready to make her professional MMA debut. We are so happy to have Brittany Bickhart here with us today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
This is so fascinating. So how did you, or why did you decide to pursue MMA fighting?
It was kind of like a happy accident. I didn't like grow up wanting to be a fighter or anything.
Yeah.
So I was working at a gym, and you know, one thing led to another. They had training there, jiu-jitsu, and I started doing it, and I started competing, and just kind of took it by storm.
And so was there anything that you were doing at high school or younger, any sports that prepared you for this or put you on this track?
Really, no. I grew up not really knowing what fighting was. I did play football until 7th grade, so maybe that kind of got me ready. But yeah, it was really just a happy accident.
It's really neat because this market, this area is not really flooded by women right now.
Yeah.
You see a lot of men doing it, but do you feel like you're helping to grow this next generation of fighters?
I would like to think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to empower the younger generation that like, you can do this. This is something you can do.
You have a big match coming up. This is actually your MMA debut. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so it's my professional MMA debut. It's going to be at the Monroeville Convention Center. So I've been working very hard for it. So I'm just really excited for it to all come together.
What does training look like for you? Because do you have to like really go toe to toe, like hardcore with someone to prepare?
Yeah, I mean, we spar and we'll grapple, we'll, box, kickboxing. It's kind of like what you would think it is. But it's also fun for me, so it's not always so hard.
And I have to imagine there's like a lot of other stuff too outside of the, like we're seeing here, grappling, but you're probably also doing a lot of weightlifting and there's probably so much training that goes into it outside of this.
Oh yeah, definitely. Probably the worst part is the cutting weight, is the big diet leading up to the fight. So yeah, that's the biggest one.
I'm curious about this because we've seen a lot of changes with high schools and weight classes. Does that still exist in professional?
Yeah, I think people are definitely more sound to what their body's capable of, but it's also part of the culture of it's hard to cut weight. It's kind of like going through the mental battle, but definitely taking care of yourself is number one.
What is it like getting ready for this professional debut? Did you ever think this would be what you were doing in life?
It's crazy. No, I mean, growing up, I never guessed I'd be doing this, but here I am, and what it's like getting ready is I'm just very excited. I'm very blessed to be here, and I'm just really excited for it.
So who are you going up against?
Her name's Danielle Wynn. She's from Atlanta, Georgia, so she'll be flying up, and I'm very thankful for her to take this bout, and she's a good fighter, so I'm excited to see what it's gonna be.
Yeah, do you guys hang out after? Like what happens after you win?
Yeah.
And you put your hand up in the air. You like, you want to go get a drink?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I would. Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
What kind of advice would you have for somebody like another woman who wanted to get into something like this?
Definitely do what you want. Don't stop. I recently left my job as a parole agent, and I just kind of followed my dream, and it's definitely been a happy thing that I've done in my career and decision that I made, and definitely if you want to do it, just don't stop and keep going, and it will work out for you.
What is the end goal with something like this? You know, when you're looking at the track, now that you're coming out professional, you're getting your name out there, what's the next step for you and where do you see yourself?
I would love to make it to the UFC. I think that's a lot of fighters' dreams, and so yeah, I would love to end up in the UFC, and that's definitely my end goal.
Okay, tell me about your nickname. I've heard your nickname is Sunshine.
Yeah.
Where's that come from?
Well, I love the sun, and I think it's just kind of like happy instead of I'm not this like crazy strong, tough, like scary person, and yeah. So the sunshine is kind of just like a lighter nickname to it. It's kind of like I feel like it fits my personality pretty well. So I love how the sunshine sounds when they announce my name, and it kind of reflects who I am as a person.
My middle, her name is Sunny, and so I love this so much because her disposition matches her name so much. So I love that you have that, and plus I think it gives you an edge because people think, oh, she must be nice, and then you come out and kick some butt. Yep. Well, what are you most looking forward to this upcoming weekend for your match?
Just like having it all come together. I've worked for years for this. I've been doing this for 8 years now, so finally making the professional debut, and it's what a lot of people dream of, and I'm just super happy to see it coming together. So yeah.
Well, best of luck to you. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, thank you
We'll
very
be
much.
rooting you on once you make it to Vegas in the UFC. Can't wait
you.
to see it. If you would like to see Brittany in action, we're going to have information about her upcoming fight on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. Now we're checking in quickly with Kristen Emery about this week's forecast. Hey, Kristen.
Heather, what a crazy weekend we had weather-wise. 60s in December. Quite a come down as we head through the afternoon. So coming up, we're going to talk about what we haven't had much of yet. Will we see snow this week? We'll be right back.